Okay, so now we're going to talk about our next two notes up our ladder, I guess. So we've covered so far our first three notes, so note number 1, note number 2, note number 3, so every good, F, A, every good boy, so G, A, B, note number 1, note number 2, number 3. So the next two notes just keep going up that, see how it goes. Line, then space. Line, then space. So we're going to get a note in this space. So our note, I'll put it over here just so it can be clear which ones are the new ones. This note here, so it's in a line or a space, so it's in a space because it doesn't have a line running through the middle of it. So for spaces we can up F, A, C. So we've got a C there. So that's going to be our fourth note. And then for our fifth note here, see how we've got a line running through the middle of that note. So that puts it on a line. So we count up our lines. Every good boy deserves. So here we've got a D for deserves. Okay, so just quickly before I show you on the saxophone, we've got our note charts here. This is just one I've drawn up because the other one was a little bit small. So for our C, you can see we've only got one finger on here in the middle. For our D, we've got a load of fingers on. I'll show you on the saxophone. Okay, so on the saxophone now, I'm going to show you a C first. So our C, as you can see on our chart, you might be able to see that clearly anymore. We've got one finger on, marked by that black spot. So on the saxophone, we're looking at our left hand here. So all we've got is our middle finger on now, just like that, just our middle finger there. So we've gone from our first note G, to our second note A, to our third note B, to our fourth note, swapping over to C. Okay. So this is the hard note. So as you can see from our video, we've got our picture here. We've got lots of coloured in notes here. So very quickly, we're going to go through our first button here, second button here, third button, plus then we add in our right hand, all three fingers down, just like that. There aren't so many trick keys down here, it's just 3 pearly white keys, 3 fingers down on them. Also, for this button, we have to add our octave key, which is this one at the back. That makes any note we play an octave higher. So just to go through again, our first button, our B button, then our A, then our G. So holding down that G, we go down into those low notes, plus we add the octave key.